Brothers and sisters, peace be with you. On this 20th Sunday, the church gives us a beautiful gospel as usual, but particularly in this one, because here we see that Jesus Christ enters into a place where nobody else wants to enter, which is Sidon and Tyre, this pagan place. No Israelite would ever wanted to go there because an Israelite didn't want to do anything whatsoever with a pagan. They just want to despise them. And we know very well through St. Paul and many other things that we are these pagan people. We are these dogs, if you want, because salvation came first for the children of Israel, which is the Jews. But here Christ enters into this place. And this place already we see, which is me and you. I believe that all of us have a place inside of us that is very pagan. What is a pagan place? Or is a place where we don't want to do the will of God. We want to do our own will. We don't want to follow the rules. I am the best. Nobody can tell me anything. I just want to do whatever I want. All of us have this place in us. It is there where Christ wants to enter. It is there where Christ wants to meet with us. And in that meeting, there is a woman, the image of this woman, this Canaanite woman, that kneels in front of him and begs for her daughter who is being tormented by a demon, which I believe is also an image of all of us, because all of us, I do believe we have a daughter, so to say, that is constantly tormented by a demon or by the devil, if you want, which is the image of our soul. We have constantly this fight against the devil, who is constantly there trying with all his lies, with all his interpretations, with all his sophisms, trying to make us believe that God does not love us. That God is, if he exists, he must be a monster for giving me this father, this mother, this reality, these children, or lack thereof, or whatever reality I'm going through today. The devil is constantly there taking these and interpreting in front of us to, at the end, to tell us, you see, I tell you constantly that God has made a mistake with you, that you cannot trust this God. This God is not trustworthy. And then again, we can always go back to the same dialogue that Adam and Eve had with the serpent. Christ enters there. He wants to meet this woman. He wants to be met by this woman. And there is something that is beautiful here that I would like to point out in this gospel, which is the faith of this woman. Because at the end, Christ praises the faith of this woman, who is a pagan, who is not an Israelite. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the disciples there being Jews and say, how come he's always telling us that we don't have faith, or that we have very little faith? And this woman, who is not an Israelite, who is not a Jew, who doesn't follow the rules, he praises her faith. How is that so? Well, why? Because there is something here that is beautiful to observe, that faith walks together with humility, and humility walks together with faith. They are correlated. Faith without humility is not faith, and humility without faith is not humility. What does that mean, Father? Well, this woman, first of all, we see that she knows her reality, because Christ says it's not fair to take the food for the children to give to dogs. And then she says, yes, that's true, Lord. You see, true. Humility is the ability that one has to live in the truth, knowing who you are, knowing who you are not, knowing, and if you know that principle, you know who God is. That's why humility is a lot more than just putting this nice face, that you speak very soft, and you see so many priests also with all these, but then when you touch it, you do something, an injustice to them, boom, there is this atomic bomb inside of them that explodes, and in many different ways. No, humility is the ability to live in the truth, to know that, yes, it's true, Lord, I do not deserve salvation. It's true, Lord, I am a pagan. It's true, Lord, I know that without you, no one else can save my daughter. No one else but you. Lord, have mercy on me. That's why this woman starts the dialogue with Christ saying, Lord, have mercy on me. I am a sinner. This is beautiful. This is humility. And she knows that she doesn't deserve anything. The people of Israel, maybe they deserve, but me, I don't. That's where Christ enters. And he praises the faith of this woman at the end. So what does that have to do with us, brothers and sisters? Well, Christ wants to enter there, not where everything is okay. No, he wants to enter there where we are tormented daily, where we see that no one else has any power whatsoever. there where all these lies are constantly beating us up, it is there. Maybe today you are suffering, you see yourself incapable to forgive. Maybe you see yourself incapable to love your father. You have a very bad relationship with your parents, or you can't accept the reality of your children, or I don't know, maybe you're addicted to pornography or to drugs, or you see that you don't know what the will of God is, you find yourself lost in life, or you wake up in the morning with this deep depression that you don't know any reason whatsoever to live for. It is there where Christ enters. What is he waiting for? Well, for us to kneel down in front of him and say, Lord, have mercy on me. It's true that there is no one else that can save this daughter of mine, that is this soul of mine that is constantly being beaten up by the devil. Lord, have mercy on me. Save me. It's true, Lord. I do not deserve this. It's what the centurion also says. It's enough one word, and my servant will be healed. It's true, Lord. I'm not worthy that you enter into my house. It's true. It's true that I don't deserve anything, but it's enough that you will it, and I can be saved. Boom, that's faith. Go. Your daughter is healed, and great is your faith. Um, so beautiful. I believe that it's an invitation for us not to be afraid of who you are, not to be afraid of this paganism that many of us have inside. We shouldn't don't have any we shouldn't hide ourselves in front of Christ because he already knows us. One of the things that is destroying our faith today and also the church is hypocrisy. We don't have to hide anything. We are who we are, and that's where Christ wants to meet us. Not when we are strong or perfect. No, no, no. It's when we are a mess. This woman was a mess. Her life was a mess. But she put herself in front of Christ like that. She didn't pretend anything. She wasn't one of those Pharisees, that I follow the rules and oh, I pray, you do everything, and no. She's like, it's true, Lord. It is not fair, it's true. But even the dogs eat the crumbs that follow from the table of the children. Your faith is great because you have humility and you accept who you are, and you accept, in the face of who you are, you accept who I am, your Savior. So let us ask the Lord to give us also this encounter with Him, because at the end, faith is built on experiences of Christ. May God bless you all, and happy Sunday.